got a nice bump, but the stock didn't do as well.
I think it was a Times piece, is it today, as Facebook changes into Meta, there's people being reclassified, you gotta maybe apply for your job again. That's been frustrating for some.
I have enough sources to Meta to say there's still tons of people who are very grateful to have a job there because they pay a lot and succeed. David, it used to be that you went to pay, what are you talking about? Pay with EFI. Used to be go to EFI. Now you go to Meta. Yeah, just explain to people what you're doing.
I'm surprised to hear that based on all of the different issues that Facebook/Meta has had.
It's just still very hard to get.
It wasn't that long ago.
7 interviews, David.
Congressional hearings and the questions as to.
Ain't you ever heard of Joe Rogan?
Yeah.
Well, took the heat off of Mark Zuckerberg.
I guess it did. I'm just surprised to hear that there's still the same level of enthusiasm amongst potential candidates for jobs there. But
hey,
maybe so.
Look, these are very high-paid jobs.
Yes.
With some really smart people, and you work at home.
You can work at home or work in their beautiful offices that they continue to lease.
Yeah. But anyway, I just pointed out that there's been no cessation, and I think that's kind of they're not mercenaries. It's an exciting place to work.
We're going to find out Google tonight, of course, Meta later in the week. Roughly a flat open here, 45.14. Although all-time high on UPS, Jim, at 225. That's going to help the transports this morning.
She's so good, and FedEx had a decent quarter too. But I was starting to think that Mr. Smith wasn't as good as his son, the coach of the Falcons. But then the Falcons folded. I happen to like what Tome said.
Welcome to the live stream. Smash the like button. Leave a comment.
Stop that. And I think a lot of people thought, one, you couldn't do it, and two, could you really make any money with small, medium-sized businesses? They are. It will be a great conference. It's a great conference call. I happen to think that the rigor with which she approached things shocked people because everyone was used to saying that United Parcel they're everybody. You just use it. No, you're not going to use them and not make money. Anyway, very exciting story. Very exciting.
Yesterday, of course, filled with news in the gaming industry as Sony buys Bungie for $3.6 billion.
Bungie was they had a cat. They're like cats and dogs, and people like it. Yes. But can you believe the commotion about Wordly? The commotion. Wordle. I got the call. Look, I've been playing this Wordle with my wife ever since Jimmy Fallon said you gotta play Wordle. I find it incredibly captivating, but I wonder whether it isn't some sort of fad. So they pay low 7 figures for it, but they paid $550 million for the Athletic, which is just, I don't know, David. The Athletic.
That was a lot of money for the
Athletic. Versus Wordle. I mean, that thing was never going to sell.
No, I don't know.
There are people who do spoiler alerts on Wordle.
Yeah. By the way, talking about gaming a minute there, it is worth mentioning that Bloomberg is reporting that the FTC is going to be the regulator of question in terms of reviewing Microsoft's acquisition of Activision. That's a Bloomberg report. They're citing people familiar with the matter who say the FTC will be doing the antitrust review. Activision shares up a bit. Now, well below the $95 a share cash deal in place. That's what we call the spread. Obviously, this deal may not close for a year and a half. It's possible.
Well, they review Wordle.
And then a lot of questions as to what the FTC is going to try to do here. Whether they can
review Wordle.
I'm not worried about Wordle.
No.
Some concessions you get it done.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Like you have to have 6.
They don't need to worry about it.
Right. You can't just do 5. You have to have 6.
This deal, however, as we can see from the performance of the stock price since it was announced, there is a lot of concern that the FTC, regardless of whether it has a real case to make, is going to make it or try to make it. Lena Khan, obviously, who was a guest a couple of weeks ago in that interview with Kara Swisher and Andrew Sorkin.
Pearson. I don't know. I mean, I just find that there are deals, like I was working on Stanley Black & Decker.
Yes.
Now that's down today. They talk about the supply chain. But, that was a combination that was so unbelievable. And was it anti-competitive? I don't know. It was just kind of unbelievable.
It's unbelievable.
Constellation buying
I
Mandela.
mean, listen,
I'm
you want to buy an anti-competitive deal if you can,
Well, that's why
because it's going to
when
work
they
out
made
well
it-
if it gets through. So,
when they let all the can companies combine, and then the price of the can went up big, why was that a shocker?
right.
How about when the airlines all combined? I mean, so I understand that she's coming in with a